Alright guys, so I wanted to talk about Call of Duty Elite Beta. We're officially now allowed to talk about it, quote unquote. I probably would have done it sooner. Oh, here you go. You can now discuss Elite freely with others. So I'm going to talk about it right now. So you guys have probably seen some of the previews through the official preview. I just want to give you my take on it. So this is your main page when you log in. It's what you see under the career tab. And it's pretty basic. So you got, your whatever your gamer tag is, or if you're on PS2 or PC, whatever your thing is called. You have your news feed, which tells you about your groups, which I'll get into, your friends list, your groups, which I'll talk about in a second, prizes you've won from events, and upcoming events, and ones that you've also done. So the career tab, pretty basic. So let me talk about groups a little bit. So pretty much groups, they really don't mean anything right now. Pretty much you can join whatever group you want or make your own group. So like, for instance, I'm in University of Miami Elite or whatever. So if I go to, let's say, Miami, it'll show you all the people on Call of Duty Elite Beta who are in Miami. And it'll show you how many people you have, and depending on how many people you have, it increases whatever the title of your group is. It shows your leaderboards for the group, most kills, whatever. And then, of course, there's useless comments. So nothing too spectacular here. Let me go back to the career tab. Another thing you could do is you could look at your player card for Black Ops and Modern Warfare 3. Obviously, Modern Warfare 3 isn't up yet. And it shows you most of the stuff you already know from the game. It's just more pretty. It shows you how long you've played. 286 hours. Okay. I have more of a life than I thought. So it shows you stats for your last games that you played. It has scoreboards. It has heat maps. And honestly, I don't think any of this is too spectacular. Call of Duty probably should have had this a long time ago. Halo 3 had this. Halo Reach has this. And for both of those, it's free. One of the cooler things is your custom classes are all listed. And you could go to your friends or someone else's Call of Duty Elite. You could look up anyone with this Find a Player, and you could see what weapons they're using if you're curious. Then again, it also shows you personal best. As a leaderboard tracker, if you want to see how you do compared to your friends or some asshat you played with online. It shows your weapon performance for all your guns, kill streaks, attachments, whatever. I haven't seen this attachment one. Oh, okay. Look how awesome I am with the noob tube. And again, your theater, videos you may have uploaded to YouTube or screenshots, etc. So all this is pretty, cookie cutter standard stats. It's not super cool or anything. That pretty much covers the career and the Connect tab. Now, for Connect, obviously it's not the Xbox sensor thing. You can join pretty much any group you want, and it really doesn't have any bearing on anything. As you can see, you have featured groups. So like for universities, I'm Miami, of course. For top 100 cities, I'm in Miami and Tampa. And I don't give a shit about baseball, so whatever. So nothing too cool here, really. Now, the clan thing, which isn't up yet, and it's coming this fall, I guess this could be cool, because maybe they're going to have some kind of game battle style clan matches. And if you cut out the middleman of game battles, that might actually play out very cool. But again, it's beta. There's no details on it right now, so I can't really tell you too much about it. Now, I'm going to come back to the Compete tab in a second, because that is the thing I want to talk the most about, and I think is the stupidest part of Call of Duty Elite Beta. So let's go right to Improve. Now, the Improve tab, it's actually kind of cool. Pretty much, it will show you all the maps, all the guns, secondary weapons, attachments, kill streaks, perks, and the game modes. And unlike in the regular game, when you just read descriptions, like let's take one of my favorites, the AK, for example. It doesn't just show you in the game the name of the gun and the stats for it. It shows you other cool stuff, like you have your clip size, and it gives you an overview of the gun, and it tells you a little bit about it. And the tips they give you are actually kind of good. It's not like, oh, shoot this one a lot. It has some good information that even I didn't know about some of these guns. And it tells you the attachments. It even gives you recommendation for perks and attachments to use with the gun. It shows you your personal stats for the gun. There's little videos for some of the guns. And this goes for everything. It goes for attachments, kill streaks, all kinds of cool stuff. Is it cool? Yes. Would I pay $5 a month to read this? No. And it's all reading pretty much. So if you're not into it, you probably could care less about this section. So I'll get to the meat of this, which is the compete thing. Now, the leagues is not here yet. It says coming this fall, so I can't tell you anything about it. And I would hope it would have something to do with the clans and the Connect tab. And hopefully it would be a game battle style bracket which you could compete in. Now, currently, all the events aren't going on right now. Normally, you'll see like 3 tabs of events. Let me see if I hit this, if it'll show you. Yeah, okay, so normally it will show you 3 tabs of events, and you have events that are for videos, so you make like a cool video. I think one of the ones they have is the best diving knife, the best tomahawk, and the craziest stick or something. And the top 10 videos for all those categories would receive prizes, and I think one of them was a trip to Call of Duty XP, another one was a camcorder, and the last one was a backpack for the top 10 people. And that's pretty cool prizes, and I think that's a really cool concept. But there's another thing called Lone Wolf operations, and there's none here that I could show you on the calendar, it looks like. Let's see if I go back, if I can find one. I guess it doesn't show you old ones. But pretty much the events for Lone Wolf operations have you play Team Deathmatch, Domination, Headquarters, and you compete to get the top spot for a certain period of time, and the winner gets prizes, or the top 10% or top 10 people get prizes. Now, what I don't like about the Lone Wolf operations, and I think needs to be changed, again, this is the beta, so it may change, and I don't know how it will change. The issue is, first of all, the events, they go from 12 o'clock Pacific to 12 o'clock Pacific. So there's a 12-hour time frame for people to play and get that top spot. Now, 2 issues here. First of all, a 12-hour time period is a bit ridiculous. Pretty much to win the event, you have to play for the whole 12 hours, and most people have some remnants of a life, so they really can't do that. I think it's ridiculous that the time frame is so long, and second of all, I think it promotes exploitation, because first of all, I remember in Halo Reach, you could just get a split screen and with 4 controllers and put yourself against yourself on another gamer tag and just boost endlessly. And I can't imagine it would be too much more difficult to do it on Call of Duty Elite, especially when some of the prizes are worth the effort, so to speak. Like a trip to California to go to Call of Duty XP. I'm sure someone would have figured out a way to do that. Now, the second issue is it's 12 o'clock Pacific. I think that figures out to 4 o'clock Eastern in the morning, that is. And I'm not too keen about waking up at 4 to play Call of Duty to compete with everyone who lives in San Francisco. It's just, I don't like the way that's formed, and every event, it seems, it starts at 12 Pacific, which I don't think is fair to everyone on the East Coast. Again, it's a beta, so I'd hope they would split up time zones or offer more time periods in the future. Like I said before, also making the period so long, it takes away the skill factor. If they were to make, like, let's say 2-hour periods, and even if I had to wake up at 4, if I only had to play from 4 to 6 and just, have a good 2 hours of gaming to have a chance of winning something, as opposed to a 12-hour miracle marathon where I get friends together to play on my account, which just doesn't seem right. I think that would be a better way of doing the Lone Wolf operations, as opposed to just having you play endlessly, or it just leaves too much room for exploitation. And that's the number one thing I just don't like about Call of Duty Elite Beta. The thing I was most excited about was the prizes, and seeing as there's no chance for me to really have a realistic possibility of winning them, I have to wait to see if the clans and the leagues make it possible, or more competitive. So right now it's just kind of a play until your eyes bleed, achieve prizes. Other than that, I think the projected price is $5 a month for Call of Duty Elite Beta. And I don't know if it's going to include any online perks in the future. As it stands, I would never pay $5 a month to use this. If they fix the Lone Wolf operations and the clan matches or the leagues are very entertaining and competitive and fun, then I would consider it. But right now it's just in its beta state, and I just wanted to give you guys a sneak peek of it. If there's any questions you have, if there's anything else you want me to go into more depth about, I'll be happy to do so. Just like the video, leave a comment, and I will do my best to make another video answering all your questions. So hopefully this helped all you guys, and to give you a better view into this compared to all the other videos that are more hyping it up as opposed to criticizing Call of Duty Elite Beta. So hopefully you guys get into the beta and you guys can check it out for yourselves. But until then, hopefully this helps you out.